Yo, what's good, YouTube? Back with another video, man. Back with another smoke session / story time. You feel me? Now, this is smoke session number 45. In my last video, I said it was smoke session number 45. It was only number 44. I was off by numbers. So this number 45. You feel me? I had the blunt rolled up, and like I said, we finna be telling a story. Now, in my last video, I was telling a story about how I almost got lost and shit, whoop whoop, and it happened back in elementary. And I was talking about, you feel me, how I regret not, you feel me, staying in touch with my friends from elementary and shit. Now, one of them friends is my nigga named Lewis, man. Shout out my nigga Lewis. I ain't talked to Lewis since 6th grade, bro. No, I'm lying. I seen Lewis once, like a couple years ago, but you know what I mean, like. But we finna be talking about how me and him, feel me, basically pulled a prank on the entire 6th grade. That we was about to fight each other, just to see, you feel me, what would happen. So let's get into the story. Let's spark the blunt first. So boom. Now, I met Lewis in 2nd grade, and it was, I feel like I told this in multiple times in multiple videos. I actually seen Lewis for the first time in 1st grade. And the only reason why I knew who he was because I remember in 1st grade, like when we used to come up from like the lunchroom from eating breakfast and shit, they was just like have us in a single file line. And I remember 2 of the 1st grade classrooms were like, it was 1st through 3rd on the 1st floor, and then it was no, I'm lying, it was kindergarten through 2nd on the 1st floor, and then it was 3rd grade through 6th grade on the 2nd floor. So all the classrooms was like right next to each other. Like our school was like, it was like an L shape or like a U shape. So it was the gym, office, then it was like a whole hallway, classrooms, and it was like another hallway at the end, but that was just like kindergarten and shit. So like all the classrooms, all the 1st grade classrooms, it was like a 1st grade class, go down the hall, it's another 1st grade class right there. That's how the classrooms were set up and shit. So me and his class was right across from each other's. So they used to have us in a single file line on the 1st grade, on the 1st floor, lining up and shit to send everybody to class. And so me and him was in line one day, and I remember he was like, he pointed at my book bag and shit. He was like, I got the same book bag as you. Me and him both had the same, you feel me, WWE wrestling book bag. You feel me? We both had the same shit. But so that was the first time I ever met the nigga, was him saying we had the same book bag and shit. That, mind you, that was the only time I ever spoke to that nigga in my life. So 2nd grade comes. It's the first day of 2nd grade. I walk into class. We had like, back in the day, this was before we had desks and shit. Like we was sitting at tables. So the teacher had like little like, you know how to like put your name and tape it on the table to show you where you had to sit at and shit. So I'm walking around the classroom looking to see where my name tag at, so where I need to sit. And I find my shit and I sit down. This nigga Lewis, as soon as I sit down, yo, what's good, Darren? I don't even know you, nigga. What you mean? How you know my name? Nigga, I only spoke to you one time. You feel me? But he was like, what's good, Darren? Do you remember me? I'm like, yeah, I remember you. We had the same book bag. That's all I knew him from. He was like, yeah. Whatever we'll do, we get to chopping it up. I ain't gonna lie, from that moment forward, me and Lewis was friends, bro. Literally, from me sitting down next to him on the first day of second grade, he was like, "What's good?" and we became cool, bro. Now another thing, me and him also took the same bus, so we used to be on the bus together and shit. We used to play like, I remember the DS and the 3DS back in the day. Feel me? Me and him and my brother man's. All four of us, we used to get on the DS on the bus on the way to school and after school. We used to play Mario Kart, Mario Party, all that. You feel me? So me and him got real cool over the years, cause like second grade was the only year this nigga was in my class. Like me and him was only in class together in second grade. He was my best friend in second grade, but like even like third, fourth, fifth grade, we wasn't in the same class, but we was still friends because we got on the bus with each other and shit. So that's how me and Lewis became cool. Now by the time sixth grade came, I ain't lying, sixth grade, I was damn near cool with everybody because I've been going to the same school since kindergarten. So nigga, everybody in my grade knows who the fuck I am. I done been in class with all these niggas. Like, so Lewis wasn't in my class sixth grade either. But Lewis been going to the school shit the same time I've been going to the school. So everybody know Lewis too. So me and Lewis are friends with everybody, bro. Like, so sixth grade come. It's like towards the end of the school year. Let's get into the story. It's like the end of the school year. Feel me? One night, back then, niggas used to be on this was like when I first had a phone. Like I was still on my first phone, I think. Had like a little Samsung, bitch had a red and black case on it. Yeah, that was my shit. I had lost that phone not too long after the story. But anyways, we on the phone and shit. Well, yeah, like I said, we used to be on Facebook and Messenger back in the day. So, nigga, all of us, we was in like a big ass like group chat. We was on like this big ass group chat, like me, Lewis, and all the guys. You feel me? And it was some girls in there too. Like we was all cool and shit. Now Lewis calls me. I don't know. It was me, him, and somebody else. We was on like a call, but it wasn't like, I don't know. He had called like a different group chat with like me, him, and one other person. I forgot who the other person in the call was, but I know there was somebody else in the call. I just don't remember who it was. Yeah, I don't remember who it was, but I remember we was on the phone, and Lewis was like, he was like, "Yo, Darren, we should play a prank on everybody. We should go in the chat and you feel me, just start talking crazy to each other. Like, let's just start talking shit to each other to make it seem like, you feel me, we about to fight or something. Like, let's just make it seem like we get into an argument and we about to fight tomorrow or like in the next couple of days." So I was like, all right, bet. So we go in this big ass group chat, and it was already a conversation happening or something. So either I said something or he was like, "I'm about to say something," and then you respond saying this, and then I'm gonna respond saying that, whatever. We came up with a whole conversation, like a whole argument that we was gonna get into. So boom, we go in the group chat. We arguing in the group chat. Everybody in the group chat is like shocked, like they don't know what's going on. While me and Lewis are still on the phone while we're doing this, like while we're doing this shit, me and him are still in the group call, dying laughing at this shit. Like, bro, we're crying laughing at this shit. This shit was like the funniest shit ever to us. I don't know why we was laughing so hard, but shit was just so funny. So boom, we do that, whatever. So we basically ended up saying that, bro, tomorrow at school during recess, it's up. You feel me? Like, we finna throw the hands or whatever, right? So boom. This is when I knew, like, I don't know, I knew niggas was weird, bro. Now Lewis class, Lewis was in, you feel me, the top tier class. I already told y'all, Go back and watch the story about me beefing with my 6th grade teacher. Y'all know I was in like the shittiest 6th grade class. I was in the class with all the bad kids. You feel me? We're not. I'm lying. I was in the class with like the nerds, but it was the nerds and then me and two other baddest kids in the school in that class, because it was the teacher wanted to make sure that us three was in her class on some weird nigga shit. So I was in the had the bullshit teacher in 6th grade, and Lewis had the lit 6th grade teacher. His name was Mr. Daniels. That nigga class was lit, and all my other like friends and shit, like my best friends from 4th grade and 5th grade and shit, they all was in that class too. Like even the girl I dated that year, she was in that class too, bro. Like everybody was in that class. I only had one friend in my 6th grade class, and that was, you feel me, my nigga Dakota. Everybody else would, like, I knew everybody else, and like I talked to everybody else occasionally and shit, but this wasn't like we was like really friends for real. And so the niggas in Mr. Daniels' class, I was cool with all them niggas, right? Cause some of them used to come to the rec and shit. We used to hoop at the rec. You feel me? We had gym class together. You feel me? Our class had gym with their class, so we used to chop it up in gym and shit during recess and shit. I ain't talked to them during lunch, because in lunch the niggas would come downstairs, get their lunch, and go back to their classroom and fucking play on the computers during lunch. And then after playing on the computers, they had fucking recess outside. How the fuck I get to play on the computers during lunch and then go outside? Bro, their class was lit, bro. Our class wasn't getting none of that. You feel me? None of that treatment. So yeah, I was cool with them, like I was saying, right? So next day at school, after the argument and shit, whatever, feel me, I go to school, bro. When I tell you I went to school and nobody talked to me the whole day, bro. Well, let's start off. Let's start off in the morning. I come to school in the morning. Feel me? Now where we came in at school, it was like, it was a door at this side of the lunchroom. We came through the door, we went down the ramp, and then let me do it so I can see it on camera. So it's a door right here. Feel me? You come through the door, and it's like a ramp that go this way, and then it's like all the tables, and then the line is all the way at the other end. Mr. Daniels' class sat at the first table by the lunch line. My class sat at the first table by the ramp. So I came in, feel me, we'll have to walk all the way down, get my lunch, and then come all the way back. I mean, get my breakfast, come all the way back. So I walk in, I walk past, you feel me, my table and shit. I'm walking all the way down the lunchroom. Bro, and that walk was like the longest fucking walk ever, bro. Because everybody, it was only 5th grade and 6th grade now in the lunchroom. All the other classes had to eat. They sit upstairs in their classrooms. But, bro, I tell you, I used to walk through that bitch and everybody would fucking watch you walk. Like, bro, nigga, everybody's staring, bro. Like, I remember every day, because, like, I had this girl that I used to date. She used to be in the same grade as me, but then she got held back, so she was a grade underneath me. But I didn't even know I did this in this video. What the fuck? Let's fast forward. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to see that. My fault. Anyways. Alright, there we go. Anyways. Well, yeah. So she was in 5th grade. But I tell you, I had to take this walk to get my breakfast, and her friends used to just be staring at me, just laughing. Every day, bro. Like, shit was so weird. But anyways, that's off topic. So I make the walk. Feel me? I get in line for breakfast. All these niggas in Mr. Daniels' class just looking at me, just giving me this look, right? Cause I don't even remember if Lewis was already at the school or not yet. Like, I don't remember if Lewis was there or not yet. But I remember I got my breakfast, and usually, like, when I get my breakfast, I would stay down there and talk to them for a little bit. You feel me? Cause one of my main mans, like my best friend, you feel me? Shout out my nigga Rafi. I used to talk to him, dap up my son Rafi, and me and him used to chat it up. And you feel me? Like I said, the girl I dated was in that class, so you feel me? Give her a hug and shit. Talk to her a little bit. Then make my way back to my table. You feel me? But today it was none of that, bro. I got my breakfast. I seen the way these niggas was looking at me. Feel me? None of them said was good, Darren, or nothing. Cause usually they would say like they would be saying was good and shit to me while I was still be in line and shit. So like by the time I got my breakfast, we was already in conversation. Nobody was talking to me, bro. Nobody was talking to me. After I got my breakfast, niggas stopped looking at me like they just start being weird. So I'm like, damn, these niggas being weird. But I'm like, it's funny, but at the same time, I'm like, damn. So if this shit was real, this how you niggas would be like crazy, right? So I'm like, fuck it, whatever. So I wasn't in class with the niggas. So after breakfast, for me, I go to class. It's regular shit. Cause like most of the people that was in the group chat wasn't even like in my class. It was only like 3 people in my class that knew about the situation and shit. And they was still cool with me. Like they was talking to me and shit. Cause like some of them didn't even like know Lewis like that for real. But all the niggas in Mr. Dan's class, who was all cool with both me and Lewis, you feel me? They all stopped talking to me. You feel me? Bro, we went to recess. We was outside. I remember we outside. I'm on the court hooping. Mr. Dan's class come outside. Don't none of these niggas get on the court. Don't nobody say nothing to me. Bro, even the bitch I was dating was not talking to me, bro. Like, was looking back on, that was weird as fuck, but we was young niggas. But yeah, she wasn't even talking to me. I'm like, damn, these niggas really don't like me. So then, my nigga Rafi finally came up to me, bruh. He like, Darren, come here, bruh. He like, what's up with you and this nigga Lewis? He like, why y'all about to fight or whatever. So then I finally told him, I'm like, I don't remember if I told him like we was joking or if I was still like, you feel me, going with the flow or whatever. But I feel like I told him like we wasn't serious. I was like, bro, we wasn't even for real. Like we was just playing just to see like how y'all niggas was finna act and shit. I'm like, all y'all niggas ain't talking to me. Niggas being weird. Niggas ain't said a word to me all day. He was like, nah, for real though, that shit is crazy. I don't remember how the conversation went or whatever. But then Lewis was on the playground too, because like I said, Lewis was in Mr. Daniel's class. But me and him, he was like all the way on the other side of the park or whatever, like. But then I feel like, I don't remember, bro, because I remember me and Lewis, we walked up to each other like we was about to fight. Like I remember we got in the field in the back of the park, and we start walking up, squaring up with each other. Then we just both start dying laughing and just slapped each other up. And just told all these niggas like, bro, we was just joking, bro. Like, and it was like once we told them niggas we was joking, all them niggas tried to act like they was my friend again, bro. Like, I wasn't going for that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I was not going for that shit. But yeah, me and Lewis was really just like, me and him just thought that shit was so funny. Like, it's crazy because like me and him never really talked after 6th grade, and that was really like one of my best friends. Like I feel like elementary school I really had like 4 niggas that was like my real friends for real. It was my nigga Keith, my nigga Lewis, my son Rafi, and my nigga Dakota. That was like the 4 niggas that was like my real mans. And it's like me and Lewis don't talk no more. Me and Rafi, we still be, feel me, tapping in with each other. That's my guy. Dakota passed away, R.I.P. And Keith in jail, bruh. That shit is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, it's so crazy, like, cause like I said, I seen Lewis back when I was in like 11th grade. I was working at McDonald's, and he was working at the Target right behind my shit. And him and my other nigga I went to school with, it was a white boy, my son Duncan. They had walked in there. They both worked there. They had walked in there. They was like, "Yo, what's good, Darren?" Whatever, woo. Cause I was on my lunch break. Yeah, see me sitting down eating. They was like, "Oh, that's Darren." So boom, we get to chopping it up. Nigga Lewis is like, "Yo, you know Keith in jail?" I'm like, "Word?" He like, "Bro, yeah." He was like, he was like, "I think he in there for a minute too." I was just sitting there thinking like, damn, bro. Like if I would have kept in contact with that nigga Keith, bro, that nigga would have not went to jail, bro. Like I know that, bro. I know that, bro. Cause that nigga Keith wasn't even a bad kid. That nigga was a good kid. You feel me? Like I know if I would have kept in contact with Keith, that nigga would have not went to jail, bro. That nigga could have made it to the NFL, bro. I'm not even lying to you, bro. That nigga was goated at football, bro. Free my nigga Keith, man. And when he get out, I gotta tap in with him, bro. Cause that was my guy. But yeah, man. After that shit that me and Lewis did, that prank we did, all them other niggas in Mr. Daniels' class that I used to be cool with, it was like 4 niggas in there I was cool with. And after that situation, I stopped talking to all them niggas. Just because off the fact that niggas really ain't say nothing to me the whole day. Until I told them that, me and Lewis told them that it was a prank. Then they tried to be like back cool, and it was like, nah, y'all weird. But yeah, man. That's gonna do it for this one. Like if you enjoyed, comment below, sub up, share this hoe. Hope y'all niggas got fried. I'm gonna take one more hit, and we out with this bitch. Shit just burned the fuck out my lip, man. We out there, bitch. Gang.